I remember my first modeling experience. It really breaks down to two things. One was a Secret Santa where I may have cheated because I knew my friend would put up a model kit of a Shelby Corvette. And I wanted it because this seemed cool. And I didn't really get to work on it. Unfortunately, my dad did most of it. I still have it, although it's packed away somewhere. Although one of these days I'll find it. And it's a nice car. Nicely done kit. But I didn't get to do it. The other one, and unfortunately has been lost to time, although hopefully as I clear some things up, maybe I'll find it, was a model kit my parents got me of Echo Base from Star Wars. And I remember trying to piece it together and trying to paint it, and I wasn't ready. And I'm a little sad now that I have no idea where that kit ended up, because I would love to have it and have another shot at it. But needless to say, models, I've never had the best luck. I tried a few models in college, but again, didn't know what I was doing and I hadn't researched it. Nowadays, I do models. And I've had some failures, like the Saturn V. It's up over there somewhere, and it's not great. But now I have the opportunity for 3 feet of pirate ship, although it's really 6 feet of pirate ship. So join me as I try to basically put all this together. Board games, role-playing games, assembling and painting models and miniatures. These are my hobbies. I'm Howard Blues, one half of the popular podcast Beer, Blues, and BS. And now join me as I rebuild my cave of wonders. Hi, everyone. Howard Blues here, one half of the dynamic duo that is Beer, Blues, and BS. In here, I am basically letting you join in on the end of a project. It's kind of been a big one. Bones V, I've talked about it on the podcast, but it was a Kickstarter from Reaper Miniatures out of Denton, Texas that I supported and received a lot of miniatures, and I have spent a lot of time taking and going through and inventorying everything once it came in, except for probably the two most intimidating pieces. And that would be the pieces behind me. And it'd be the Sophie's Revenge, the 3-foot-long pirate ship, of which I have 2. So, before I can send in my missing parts requests, I need to make sure that I have all of those pieces. And that means I need to open both of those boxes up, go through, see if everything fits, everything kind of, well, not so much everything fits. Make sure everything is there. Make sure I have all the pieces to it and that I could assemble the kits. And then I will have to put them away. But here's the thing, and here's the challenge of this. I don't know how many pieces there's supposed to be. I'm going to hope that there's some instructions in there, but I have nothing to guarantee that there are instructions. This is going to be just me trying to figure it all out. And we'll see. So I'm inviting you to join me, but enough sitting here at the desk. It's time to move over there and start the process. Wish me luck. Okay. So let's try this again. All right, everybody, got my X-Acto blade. We are ready to start this. A couple of things about this. I figured I should read this out since I haven't had much of a chance. This is the Sophie's Revenge, the heroic scale pirate ship from Bones 5. This is the Bones 5 logo up here from Reaper Miniatures. It's over 3 feet long. It includes 3 removable masts with magnets. That's cool. 20 removable cannons. Opening and closing hatches, so you could decide whether to open or close, which is cool. Detailed pirate maiden figurehead. Now, I actually ordered a Grim Reaper figurehead for my second ship, which is up here, just so I could have some difference between the two. And it has removable decks for spacious gameplay. The overall assembled length is approximately 45 inches. Overall assembled width is approximately 10 inches. And the overall assembled height is approximately 16 inches. So that's all cool. One other thing that Reaper did is if you can look at the bottom here, and it's hard to see with my lights going on, but it's a 1-inch grid on the bottom here, so that basically the bottom of the box, when it's all done, you can actually lay it out and have a map for your naval encounters. So that's kind of cool and a nice little feature. So I've already cut the tape on it before I decided I should show the bottom. But anyway, moment of truth. Let's open this thing up, see what we got. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is good. Discard the box there for the lid. And let me just tilt it up so that you can get a peek of it in here. Now I'm going to do my best to try to take this out and get it back in the same place, because I'm not ready to tackle the actual painting assembly part of this project. That's a future Howard project. But I just need to go through it and make sure I got everything. So let's start with these forward components. So I have a bag here of cannons. So I'm going to have to go through, count them, assemble. Here's the problem though. It's in one of these sealed bags. I'm going to need another bag to put these cannons in. So let's just set that aside for right now. What else do we have here? Okay. These look to be like some lovely mermaid style columns. So some nice decorative pieces there. Here's the maiden figurehead. So we'll have to take that out, see if that all assembles. And there's the anchor. That is a huge anchor. It's, God, that's going to be fun. I am really looking forward to this. And then up on this side, what do we have? Well, I have the top. This looks to be the crow's nests on top of the mat. They go on top of the masts. And look at the old cart. Here, whoa, here's all railings. Looks like so, and our wheels for steering, which I'm sure there's a nice fancy nautical term that I don't know off the top of my head. The helm, you could say. These are some of those doors that are supposed to swing open and close. And then here, this is an interesting piece. Oh, these are the other parts of the crow's nest looking at it. So these sit on top of the mast and such. So cool. Cool. So that's all stuff I'm going to have to go through and pull. So let's start pulling out. This will leave kind of here. Okay, so here in this box compartment, we have what looks to be one of the masts. Set that aside. Set this aside. On the other side here, magnets do work. That, but here we have our other masts. You can see the magnets are actually sticking to each other through the bags. So those are our 3 masts. They're there. Okay, I think You're at the point where it's time to pull this bad boy out. Oh. Oh, wow. So it's got some heft to it. I'll definitely say that. And the other thing that is easy to notice, let's move that out of the way. Right off the bat. But there's some different takes on plastic in here. I'll show you when we get a little bit closer. So remove a few more side pieces, these protective pieces here. There we go. There she be. Look at that thing. I mean, it's almost across my entire desk here. Well, let's take a look at this. So, as I said, I believe the decks are removable. So, let me. All right, yeah. So there's a spot for the magnet. We have this piece, and look at this. The lovely nautilus shell detail. It's on the railings there. All of this nice detail all through here. The door back here. A spot to name it. I'm gonna have to decide what to name my two ships. Some lovely, lovely details on this. And one of the other things I'm kind of looking at is just trying to see where there are some mold lines, some gaps like this that may need some filling and such to really do this thing justice. So there's kind of the one level. Okay, this piece comes off, it looks like. So again, another magnet there, but again, you can see the railing, spots for cannons, some wrenches. Look at all of this. Oh, it's going to be a pain in the butt to go in there. And a pretty gnarly mold line. Although I think this will end up being hidden by the figurehead, so I think that'll be okay. But just cool to see kind of the structure. And I said there's some different plastics. So this is clearly bones material here on the main part of the ship. But this support here and even this piece down here feels to be much more of a harder plastic, like an ABS plastic. But oh man, even the railing is actually seahorses all the way around. Just beautiful little detail. Let's just set that down. And then, of course, as I said at the bottom, not much to really see there. What's kind of interesting is they kind of have a little map like detailing here. So a couple of spots to clearly represent stairs going down, and there's a spot here on this one for the stairs going down. So that is very cool. But okay, so now I'm careful. I'm trying to pick this up, not to get the one. So it seems like everything is all there. So that's good. Try to piece everything kind of back together. I'm going to just say right now, as I'm kind of fitting in, and yeah, I see some gaps and things I'm going to have to try and work around and figure out. I'm okay with that at the moment. I'm okay with that. Well, I'll figure out what I want to do with this. What I was going to say is I'm feeling really good about where everything kind of is with this. It feels good. And here's just a great detail on this, because they've meant this to be a gaming piece, probably for D&D and such. Hold this up. If you look closely at the boards, you might notice they make a grid. So there's one cross line, there's another cross line, there's another, and then you have, and so it's a 1-inch grid that is properly placed throughout this. So if you're going to use it for gaming, easy easy to. Now for the fun part. I need to start going through some of these. Let's start with the cannons. So cannons look to be basically two pieces. So there's your wheels and kind of the back part of your barrel, and then the rest of your barrel. And they should just slide together like that. This is just dry fit. I'll glue them all together. Now, let's talk some really cool things about this. Just things that are impressive about that. So they hid the seam, and they did it very well. And so there's going to be a seam and where the two pieces connect. And usually that can be a gap that you're going to have to fill. But the cool thing is, when I get this to slide in, the way they sculpted it, they sculpted the rope that goes over the barrel here. And that hides your seam. And so the only time you're really ever going to look at it is if you're looking at your cannon like this. So that's a lovely touch right off the bat. I will probably drill out the gun barrel, just why not? Especially when it's that big. So let's start assembling some cannons. There's going to be 20 cannons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 2 rows. So I have 20 cannons. So 20 cannons, check. Look at those. Look at those on there. Oh, already looking good. What should we look at next? Let's look at the anchor here. Okay. Anchor seems to be fairly simple. Seems to be 3 parts. So that part's there. There's this part connects in here to form kind of your whole anchor. And then you have the rope, which looks to go in the top. It's not going to snap in real well. I have a little bit of extra plastic and flashing there. So it's not going to run too well, but there you go. You can kind of get a real feel for the size of this anchor. And I can see here that there's an attachment point there. But anchor seems to be there and all in one piece. So that's good. Okay. Let's look at doors. So if I do a quick count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 doors on the side. So that means I should have roughly 20 of these hatch doors. So they're on sprues, and there are 4 per sprue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 20. So I have all of these here. That's for fun. That's for giggles. I'm just going to twist one off. I'll clean that up in future classes. But just to see how this goes, there's a little spot there. The door that opens and closes. So that is pretty cool. And close, open, and close. That is really pretty cool and such. So have all of those. Let's dive into some masts, shall we? That's a satisfying thing. That is very satisfying. Okay, so looking at our masts, you can see it has our sails already on it, and yeah, a little bit of a gap in that piece. So a little bit. That shouldn't be too terrible to take care of. Let's that. Yeah. Yep. Lock. Yeah. So now this is the interesting thing with these. It's how they attach. it looks like, okay. So it looks like there's my sail, and then in a different kit, a part of the kit, in this bag, there are these round circular things, and that will go, basically this peg sits in. Let's do one. I see how this goes together. It's actually kind of pretty. So it's basically like a round washer, and it sits in and allows this to sit in. I think I got the wrong sentence. Yeah. So that will sit in like that on there. When this plugs in, and then your sail hooks in like that. So of course I'm sure it goes like that. So yeah, it looks like we have all of this mast. Okay. Wow, those magnets are just nice and chunky. You hear it, and it's just it's fun. Looks like this piece. So that our sails go together. Just a little snap, snap, snap. Little snap, snap, snap. Again, that is cool. There's a washer piece that sits on top of there, allowing this to sit in and your sail, which attaches the label. Then to remove the gross nest. So that's two of the sails. These are looking really good. So there's a bag here that I'm not exactly sure what it's for. I see. Okay. I say I don't even know what it's for, and then immediately looking at the set time. So here's our third mast. Piece in. I will say I'm so far really happy with how this kit is going together. I mean, kudos to Reaper. This is just, one, it's beautiful. Two, I think it's just going to be absolutely fun to put together and see the whole thing. I will say, like you can tell on this piece, you can see there's this little gap. Let me try and get that a little bit closer. Like this. Anyway, there's a little gap in there, and even kind of on the end here. It looks like it malformed just a little bit. So a little bit of work will need to be done. There you go. There you go. So yeah, a little bit of malforming on the end there and a little there. Nothing that I feel like I need to really like contact Reaper over. I'm just gonna live with that. I think I already have this one open, so might as well. There's that washer piece. Good, that's there. And then the rest of this is crow's nest. So these pieces, and they're very nicely done, are meant to basically slide kind of like that onto your mast and basically form a piece like that. And then there's another piece, basically another piece, then this piece here that sits on top like that. Give this a nice crow's nest. And then it looks to be a support piece. That looks to be one of these. So it looks like this will kind of attach in underneath. That's kind of right in there. So a little bit for me to try and figure out, but it looks like all my pieces are here. So that's good. This piece, which I was kind of wondering what it was, to begin with. This goes on the front of the ship, and this is actually a hard plastic. Okay. So, lovely screw. These two pieces will go together, and then basically this piece goes across here and creates another point. Not sure what this piece is. Oh, okay. This piece back here, it goes on the back here. It is a flag spot. So, okay, really cool. That's nice. Let's see what I got left. The figurehead. This is cool. This is very cool. Okay. So we have basically this is Sophie. And there's Sophie's head. Tucks in that. There you can see there. I don't know, she lost her head. Okay. Sophie goes like that. There's an insert that goes in there. And then her legs attach. Dangerous. This isn't quite a 100% super snug fit, but I'll just hold it like this so you can see the legs, the dressing, and all of that. And then up here, you'll notice there's some spots. She's got some guns. That it's like, Looks like she's doing a bit of a cross-armed pose. So, okay, yeah. So one goes in there. I'll try and show you here a little bit. And then, yep, just tucks in. Okay, so really rough, but you should be able to see it. There she is with the crossed guns, sides. That's going to be fun. That's going to be real fun. So she's there. Okay, what else do we have there? So this little bag contains basically two mermaid lamps. And these, these go on the back of the ship. There's a little egg, and so it'll sit right in there. Right again. Come on, Art. Oh, no, it's yeah, so it's going to sit right in there. I don't think it's going to stay long enough. Yeah, but there's a couple of pegs right on the end, so let's go in there. Cool. If you're wondering, I do have all these bits kind of. I do have a large bag here that I'm going to put them all in, just to kind of consolidate them. Okay, so a lot of this seems to be kind of geared for wheels. Set the screw. So there's our wheels and our pieces that hold them together. So we just snap in kind of like that. That's a great view. That's a great view, Howard. Great view. Anyway, they go together like that. It looks like they might go and connect. I'll have to figure that part out. Now, this stuff all seems to be these little trim pieces. Trying to get a feel for for what some of these are. There's that. There are these pieces of what look to be rail and such. There's 3 of them. I'm not exactly sure where they go. So yeah, it's a little piece like this, and I'm not 100% sure where they go on the model. There's 3 of them. I don't really see much of a connector point. So let's connect. That'll connect there. That'll connect there. So I'm not 100% sure on those. I'm looking at other pictures of kind of box and the rendering, and I just don't see where these pieces tend to go. So I'm gonna have to figure some things out. But you believe me, I think I got everything. I'm not seeming to miss anything. I just have some pieces that I am unsure. Oh, I got it. I figured it out. Ah, yes. Okay. All right, so it's good. There's these little square pegs kind of by the masts. So that's what goes in those. So those go there. This piece, I believe, actually plugs in there. So there's the flag. I know I said it was earlier, but again, trying to figure this all out. And there is this piece here, which I am unsure where that goes. But I'm sure I will figure it out at some point. But overall, very, very happy with this. It looks like it has something that gets plugged into it. I'm not 100% sure. Kind of a ropey piece is what it looks like. So there is something I am clearly missing with this last piece. I'll have to keep on. Oh, I got it. I figured it out. Again, doing something again. The wheels go into that. I was thinking there was some sort of weird connector to that, and there is. So that connects that. This side connects over here. And then you have the 2 pieces that those go into. Yeah, there's my wheel. All right, I got everything. I have all my pieces. It's time to bag this up, and then it's time to do the other one. I probably won't do a lot of the talking and such like I am right now, and such, but I have my Osmo camera recording, so we'll do a nice little time lapse. You'll get to see not just this, but the cleanup of this and the checking out of the other one. 1 down, 1 to go. Let's see how this last bit goes. All right, so all done. Just finished packing both boxes up, and no missing pieces on either one. So that makes me happy. I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit intimidated by these pirate ships, and it's probably why they were one of the last things I tried to tackle off of my list. Because again, I've done model kits, and 3 feet of pirate ship, you gotta think that's a lot of pieces, but they come partially assembled and assembled enough that there really wasn't that much. And I was able to get them to both go back in the box, so that's great. No missing pieces, great. Little bit of warpage and some such. I'm gonna have to think about that. How I want to do that, how I want to handle that, and how I want to try and piece things together. But not something I have to figure out right now. So the last thing I need to do is on this list is to find where the pirate ships are. Great television. Amazing television. This is a fascinating television. Those 2-inch bases, I got those. I also got the 1-inch bases. Good thing I this. So there'd be option pirate ship ×2. And I can go check, and I can go check. So here's the good news. I am officially done. I have inventoried all of my Bones 5. That's great. Now the next thing I need to do, and it will probably wait till tomorrow, because it's 11 o'clock at night, and got a busy day starting early tomorrow. I will probably send out that email tomorrow to Reaper, letting them know. Let me just do a quick count here. One on that page for them missing. And on that page, missing. I have a wrong head on that one. So there's 3. That's all there. That's all there. I'm missing the luck dice, but most people are missing the luck dice. It was one of the things that they ran out of, and with everything global and shipping, it's not here. Where was I? 3 or 4? About 4 things. Future Howard. Sorry. Put the count up. But 5, 6. So 6 missing pieces out of an order that's a couple hundred pieces. That's not bad. And here's the great thing. Reaper is an amazing company. I know that when I send them this list, as soon as they have them, if they have all the pieces, they will send the pieces, which is great. I will get all the missing pieces. And sometimes they're even known to send a whole replacement model for a single missing piece. And while I don't count on that, it's groovy if they do. I'm just glad that they always do what's best to try and make things right. I do appreciate that. But I am glad this was one of the projects that I've been trying to get done. So glad it's done. So glad I can move on to other parts of building the cave. Now that this is done, on to the next thing to build the cave. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching one of these Howard's Caves of Wonders. And gosh, it doesn't feel right to steal Kinner's line. I guess for right now, until I come up with my own ending catchphrase, we'll catch you next time.